Hello, welcome back to my channel, Ginger Plans. Today I'm using this adorable Lynner Designs printable, and it's in the Vitamin D art set from Clip Art Kits, and I'm pairing it with solid underlays from Playing With Me stickers in denim, and the Happy Daisy foil bundle in pink and orange tie-dye, which I think is now just called pink tie-dye. I know she was trying to shorten that name, but I can't remember what she landed on. But I do PR for both of these shops, plus make plans, so my code will always be down below. But I really love this kit. It is so bright. Like, normally you don't get these brighter colors until summer kits, so I just feel overjoyed that we get it for a spring kit. And I just love the vibe of this kit. I feel like spring kits are really hard for me to like, because they're often very like pastel-y and like very dainty, which is pretty, don't get me wrong, but this is very like bold colors. Like, look at that yellow, look at that pink. It's just so cute, and it's just like walk in the park kind of kit. It's everyday life, which I'm just here for. And that dog is so stinking cute. I didn't get to use the double box or the tall girl box with her walking her dog, because I loved so many of the boxes. So yeah, I kind of regret that, but there's so much to choose from, and I kind of did my planning a little funky for this Plan With Me. I did glitter headers last because I genuinely could not decide on my color order, and I just wasn't sure with how the underlays were going to look. Not that blue was one of the core colors, but just with like how it was going to look laid down, if certain colors would look better or like not so good against the foil combo, the underlay combo. So that is why, if you're like, why is she forgetting her glitter header? She normally does that first. Like, I normally do that off camera. So it was a little different, but it was good. It's a good little challenge. I know I've talked about this, but I'm really trying to be intentional with my foil colors, and I obviously love layering, and I picked up the tie-dye foil bundle first because I just was like dying to use it, and I thought that this color, oh my goodness, Sadie's yawn is alive and well. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm distracted by that, so I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Oh, I picked up the tie-dye first, but the tie-dye, especially, it's the combo of the tie-dye and the big underlay pattern. Like, it's a little bit harder to see because it's bigger once you put stickers over it. Also, this was the most frustrating thing. For some reason this day I was like filming a lot and planning a lot, and my paper would randomly, when I would use undo, which I've been using it more lately, it would like take up some of the coloring of the full boxes, and it would be really weird on which ones it would do it with, and I was getting so frustrated. So I thankfully was able to move that box to the sidebar and cut that part off that I like scratched off. But anyways, what I was trying to say is it was really hard to pick an underlay color to match, to complement the pink and orange tie-dye and not take away from it. And I put up a poll, and some people were like, oh, silver or lemongrass. And I bought lemongrass, and it was way too like limey green. It leaned more green with this yellow in the kit. It just didn't vibe. It wasn't even adjacent, and so I ended up using that for my Easter kit. And I didn't feel like silver was going to be a match because silver is one of the colors in the pink and orange tie-dye. It's like pink, orange, and silver. So I ended up landing on this blue color, which is denim, in Playing With Me sticker shop, and it's like a matte mid blue. Since getting this, she has a color, and I'm blanking on the name, but I think it's like aquamarine or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it would have matched the color of the lake like perfectly. But again, this is adjacent, and I do feel like it works really well. It's something different and bold. Like, a little bit more unexpected, and I kind of feel like when I was laying it down, like these look like cute little clouds in the sky, and so I was here for that too. So honestly, I feel like it worked out, and it's kind of hard to tell with like the angle of my camera, but I do feel like the underlays popped off. So that is it, and then I'll do DIY date covers soon. I did them a little differently this time, and I liked it just because I've been using way more little things. I didn't want to like use up my little things for my date covers. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I decided it'd be fun to do a little this or that, and I found one that like it's like what things you can't live without. So let's do this together, and feel free to leave any answers down below or any questions you have about stickers or spread things. All right, I'm pretty sure I butchered the name earlier, but this is called the Life is Better with This or That tag, or this or that question. So the first one is life is better with coffee or tea? Coffee. I'm pretty sure if you know me, you know my answer. The only reason I drink tea is if I am sick, but it's coffee or water and really nothing in between. The next one, life is better with pajamas, in pajamas, or in a dress. And I think this is like the most hilarious question. Obviously pajamas, but kudos if your answer is dress. I think there's a time and a place for a dress, and I like wearing dresses, don't get me wrong, but if I have a choice to choose comfy clothes like pajamas, like I'm that person that as soon as I get home, straight into comfy clothes. Like my husband was even saying the other day, he's like, you know what, one of the biggest life changes I've made since marrying you is as soon as I get home from anywhere, I have to change straight into comfy clothes. Like, he's like, I never used to do that. Like, I lived life in jeans in the evenings until I met you. And I don't know, is that like a universal thing? Do other people do that too? But like, I think it's part of it is like teaching. And you just kind of like, it's one of those jobs like nursing where you just gotta like shed the day, shed your outfit. And just because you're just like tired of it and you've been stuck in it and kids have been touching your clothes and your shoes, like I don't know. So yes, pajamas. Next one is life is better in a car or on my bike. Definitely in my car. I am not a biker. Literally cannot bike to save my life. I've probably talked about this before. It is like one of the most embarrassing. I mean, I'm open about it now, but it's like it's embarrassing that I really don't know how to ride a bike. My parents tried. It's just my stubbornness, and they were like, there's certain things that they were like, not, not the battle. We want to fight, and I give I don't blame them, honestly. I was a stubborn child, and they're like, you're going to figure it out and you're going to be left out. And here I am as an adult, and I feel what they told me. I wish I would have pushed through, but that's okay. Never too late, but definitely car. I love driving. I'm the person that will drive for the friend group. I love just like jamming out and spending time, even though I have like a longer commute. I still love it because I just like love being in my car. It's like a safe decompressing place. And then the next one is life is better with traveling or at home. And honestly, both. I'm such a homebody, like 110% homebody. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not a homebody if I like both, because I know there are some people, like I have some friends that are like, I have no desire to travel. And that is not me. I have every desire to travel. Like my trip last summer fulfilled so many dreams, and it makes me like have the travel bug even more. But I still have so many places that I want to go and see, and I would love to do more. Like I wish I had a more flexible job to do more, or a more high paying job to do more. But yeah, so honestly both. I think traveling gives me life, but like being a homebody also gives me life. See, those are very different things. If it's like socializing with friends, I'd pick homebody, but maybe I'd say traveling. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next. Life is better brunch out or dinner out? Ooh, brunch for sure. Brunch is one of those things that I love breakfast. Like, freaking love breakfast. I will eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But I don't like making it myself. I'd rather other people make it. And so I love brunch out, and I'd rather cook in. Although it's nice to have like dinner dishes and stuff done. But yeah, I like my own dinners, but brunch out. Okay, the next question is, life is better in the ocean or in a pool? There's something about the ocean that's like, I don't know if hypnotizing is the right word. That sounds like a little extreme, but like the ocean just like ambiance draws you. And I love like ocean sunsets and like just the idea of life on the beach, but the reality of the sand just like really haunts me. So I think I'm gonna have to say pool, because you can be in water, you can do a little, and then like, I don't know, you don't have to do with sand. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do pool, but I do love an ocean from time to time, and I love looking at oceans more. Like, they're definitely more beautiful, and like hearing the waves crash. So that's my answer. I have a lot of split answers. Okay, the next one is, life is better with a to-do list or no plans. And honestly, to-do list, I think if you are a planner girly, then you are also a to-do list person. And whether, like, I just love the feeling of checking things off. And I make lists everywhere, like on sticky notes, on my phone, in planners and everything. And I just love the feeling of checking things off. So it's always like, it's not that I don't want plans, because I love a good lazy day, but I love to-do lists and like the structure of it. And the last one, life is better staying up late or getting up early. And honestly, I feel like all growing up, it's been staying up late. I've always been a night owl, but since getting a dog, I have learned to appreciate getting up early in the early mornings. I don't love getting up early, but I just love having slow early mornings, like on the weekends with her. Obviously, like during the week, I have to get up early and I stay up late no matter what. But I just have, like, on the weekends, really truly enjoyed early mornings. Like right now it's 6:30 and I used to never get up this early, but like Sadie will wake up around this time and we just enjoy cuddles and like a good breakfast, and I get to enjoy my coffee hot, and yeah, just kind of like get to ease into the day, doing my Wordle and catching up on YouTube videos and stuff. So I think early mornings from that perspective, but I know things would change if it was different, like me running around with like kids sports or something like that. That would be different. But I think that is it for the questions. Let me know any of your answers down below. I feel like I have such a like, I see both sides personality. So sometimes it's hard for me to do this or that. But now you can see the full spread laid out, and you can see how I did my date covers. I love the font and the days of the week for my DIY date covers. They're both from they're both from Mick Plans and in font 1, and they're just my favorite. And then I'm adding the deco, and then I'll just cut it off at the top. But that is pretty much it. I am excited for this week, and there's nothing really in particular happening this week that I can think of. The weather's going to be very mixed. We get like maybe one day of sun and then just like a lot of clouds, and that's okay. But I am excited because I've been taking Sadie. I'm doing better about getting home at even if I'm getting home late, since the days are longer, taking Sadie for a long walk after school. My husband normally does it, but it's been good for me to do it just for like my mental health too. Because I feel like in the winter months you're like, oh, I don't want to. But my new plan is like, if it's not raining, I will take her for a walk, even if it's cold. Like, it's not as cold as it was in the winter. So that is my new goal. And that is it for the base. Let's go to the end to see the final spread. All right, here is the finished spread. I feel like it's so hard to capture, but in person, it's pretty fun foil. I feel like the blue denim solid underlays and like the purple and the tie-dye flowers just make it look like clouds in the sky. And this kit is very much like an outdoor, hanging outside spring kit, so I love it. It's very bold and different, but I am happy with it. I feel like these colors are really hard to match with foil, for doing like solid underlay combo, and I had already committed to the tie-dye, so that made it even harder, but I feel like I did the best that I could and I'm happy with it. And I just love the yellow in this kit. This week was a busy week with like starting to think about selling our house, and it was very like stressful and productive at the same time. So it was all good things, but it was just like but yeah, so that was it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.